Hey everyone, it's Mama Does Nails and welcome back to my channel. How are you all doing? I hope you're having an amazing day, afternoon, night, whatever time of the day is that this video finds you. I just hope that you're doing great. And I would like to just say thank you so much to all of you who watched my video, my storytelling time, my nails and story time telling. Wow. Anyway, I thank every single one of you for your support. I was really nervous, but because of how, you received the video, I really appreciate that. And today I have another story time for you. So before we get into the story time, we are going to unbox what we have here. Now, this box is a little late. There have been lots of issues regarding delivery, post, couriers, all of it. So this package I am unboxing today is going way back to November. Is it November or December? No. It was November's launch, mid-launch. So Madam Glam launched 6 new pudding gel colors, and these colors are amazing. Oh my gosh, let's get them all out and put them here. So this is a nude bundle right here. So beautiful. And if we start with this one, we have warm peach. We have peach nude, antique rose, coffee brown, caramel beige, and olive tan. Wow. Okay, so these colors are all gorgeous. I will do a nail dip. I'm just going to take out some swatch sticks and we are going to swatch these colors. Okay, so I have all the pudding gels open, ready to swatch. I have my swatch sticks over here. And don't forget, guys, if you are interested in saving yourself 30% when you shop with madamglam.com, please use and feel free to use and share the 30% discount codes that are going across the screen. It's Mama 30, Raven's Nail Bar 30, and Priya 30. So I will leave the discount codes in the description box as well. So we're going to get into these swatches because these colors are absolutely beautiful. I'm going to start down here and we'll start with coffee brown. And we'll get this story time started. So, when people say you just never know, I mean, it sounds like, really, what do you mean you just never know? So I'm going back to 1995 with you, and that's when my first son was born, February 1995. And honestly, it was not, when I think back to it, honestly, I get emotional because I was a single parent and I knew I was going to be a single parent while I was pregnant. Let's just say that there are definitely some things that are beyond your control. So when I left home, I was living, I'm just going to do 30 seconds for that. When I left home, I was living with some friends and eventually I got myself into a hostel. Now, the bedsit I was living in when I was pregnant was only supposed to be for single people. So the idea was after I gave birth, I would be rehoused basically. So that was something. But at this time, I was still living in the bedsit with my newborn baby. And this particular day, he had not been feeling well. So I had taken him to the GP surgery, which is what we call, it's like the GP is short for general practitioner. I don't think that's a term that you use a lot, like in America or maybe even Canada. But our GP generally is our first point of contact. And so that's where I went, took him there, and, you know, luckily it was just teething. I was 18 at the time, so I'm a young mum. And that was, I mean, he started teething really early. He literally must have been just a couple of months old, but they said that that was normal. So we left, and I'd got my prescription. So the next stage now is for me to go to the pharmacy, chemist, not sure what you call it, but we call it the chemist. But it's also known as a pharmacy. So I picked up his medication and everything, and I was just gonna go and get some bits from the supermarket and go home. Yeah, this color is beautiful. So just gonna kill that. On my way, I bumped into this woman. Now, like I said, I am a single parent. I am on benefits at the time, and when I think back to it, I hadn't been in this country that long. It was about 5 years, you could say, within the 5 years. So this is caramel beige, guys. And this woman was a white lady. She was dressed very smart, very nice. So when she stopped me, I was a little apprehensive. I'm a new mum. It was already, I remember, like getting dark. So when she asked to speak to me, I did. I gave her the time of the day, and she asked me for money. And I'm not gonna lie, my immediate thought was, oh, here we go, you know, I'm gonna get scammed, because I don't know, maybe she just sees me as a young mum. You can never really judge people, so even though I'm saying, yeah, she was nicely dressed and she looked clean and all of that, I still don't know if for certain she had an ulterior motive or whether she was indeed being genuine. She said she had lost her purse and she basically had no way of going home. And obviously in my brain, I'm thinking, yeah, sure. I am 18, but I'm not silly. So she didn't make me feel scared. That's not what came across from me. I think she probably asked me because she thought maybe she could relate to me, young woman, and probably, you know, just what if you were in that position. She said she couldn't get home. So she'd asked me, I think, for like £2.50. And I remember having like a £5 note, and I gave it to her. And she said to me, thank you so much. Now, I have to say, I don't think I had a mobile phone. I don't think I had one at this time. Because I think had it been in today's day and age, maybe we would have swapped numbers or something, or she would have said, look, this is my Instagram, or, you know, whatever. But there was no way of me knowing whether I was ever, you know, going to see this woman again. So, as I said, single parent, I'm on benefits, I have a young baby, and I'm on my own. So £5 was a lot in 1995. You could do, you know, a lot more with it then than you can definitely do now. And obviously I'm just thinking, you know, she's taking me for a ride. All this stuff was going through my mind, but let me tell you about how this was all after the fact. So after she's gone, I've carried on. I was going, and these supermarkets don't exist anymore, but they were called Safeway, and if they do, they're just not round where I live anymore. So I thought, all right then, yeah, let me just go. And it was playing on my mind. Truth be told, I never really shared that with anyone for a long time. And I just, yeah, I was really convinced. Now, am I looking for that £5? Did I believe her? Now, I don't know why I didn't, because now I'm thinking to myself, okay, maybe the reason why she said that is because maybe she's seen me before. Maybe she knows that she's going to see me again. Maybe she works somewhere where I don't know. So I just said, oh no, it's okay. But really, I'm not rich. And I don't know how many people before myself she had asked, but I gave her the money. She went about her business and I got on with my life. And I'm telling you, I didn't share it because there's a part of you, like I said, you feel like you just got played. I was like, oh my gosh, didn't want to share that story, But I just said to myself in my head, well, at least, I've helped someone out. Sorry, one of the nails are just like getting stuck. Just put it back on the nail stand. Yeah, I think I'm gonna do like, two coats because it looks really sheer, right? Okay. Sorry, this is all getting out of frame. So yeah, back to the story. So as I said, I got on with my life. I was still living in that area for a little while longer because, as I said, they had to find me somewhere to live with my baby because apparently this was a place for single people. And honestly, when you hear things like that, you just don't think it's going to be that deep or that serious, but it really was. So anywho, one day now I'm just out, and this is a good few months. And when this lady stopped me, honestly speaking, it was the evening when I had originally seen her. So I can't say she looked the same. I don't even remember what she looks like. Now, this is the other thing, so even now when I think about it, I'm like, oh my gosh, you were literally talking to a stranger. You could not identify this woman in a lineup. So she stopped me. She goes, oh, how are you? How is he feeling now? And I remember thinking, like, he wasn't sick. But then when she said that, I then went back to that day and I'm thinking, wait, is this that woman? And she said to me, I just want to thank you because I had asked several people before I saw you, and no one believed me. And I guess I understand why no one would believe me, because it's a likely story. And all this time she's talking, I'm still thinking, wait, what did I do? Did I give her a counterfeit note? Like, am I about, oh my gosh, am I about to get in trouble now? So I'm letting her talk anyway. And she was just telling her story, because I guess it was not just about me, but also about her in her own way. And then she reached into her purse and she took out her bag and got her purse. And our £50 notes in the UK are red. Red. I don't have one to show you, but I'll see if I can find an insert and put it in. But our £50 notes are red. Now, when this woman took out the £50 note, and like if you go and see your auntie or something like that, and they got that little gift for you, the way that they kind of fold it into four. She folded it in half and then she folded it again. And all this time I'm thinking, what's going on? Obviously she's had time to get change. She could have had £5. She could have had £10. She could have had even £20. She could have given me coins. And let me tell you about how I would have had to take it. I ain't too proud because I said single parent, young mum, unemployed, I am a beggar without a choice, whether I like it or not. So when she gave me that £50, she said to me I was the only person who had stopped and even, bothered to help. And she asked me, she goes, can I ask you why you stopped? And I said to her, I don't know. I was hoping that your story was going to be true. And that it wasn't going to be a scam kind of thing. But I told her, I was scared afterwards, because sometimes you don't think about this stuff during, but my instincts, nothing, about her frightened me. And I don't know if that's even frightening to say, because we would like to think if we were in, the presence of pure evil, that the hairs at the back of our neck would, stand up. We would have, goosebumps, like literally something to indicate something's not right. But there was nothing like that with this lady. So she said thank you, and she gave me that £50. And back then, £50 was really a lot of money. I know I sound really old now when I'm saying back then, but it was, 27, 28 years ago. And as my son has got older, to understand, I have been telling him this story. I have been letting him know, because you just never know who's who. If you've actually got it to spare, that's one thing. I'm not saying by any means put yourself, at risk, or your children. I'm not even saying it's good to talk to strangers, because in today's day and age, not that it wasn't going on in 1995, but, standing up to even tell someone the time is a scam. They've got devices that they can use to literally clone your card, your phone, it could be, one of those situations where someone's trying to distract you, so someone else steals from you. So it's definitely, a different time. Would I do it today? I probably would, because the other day I was, not the other day, but this was during, just before Christmas, when I was doing my Christmas shopping, and this gentleman had only one item. So for me personally, if I'm in the queue and someone behind me has only one item, I would let you go. There are a lot of people who, I don't know why they don't ask, whether it's because they're proud, or if they're shy, or if because they think it's rude. So, to avoid all of that, I generally would say, would you like to go? Some people actually will say yes, some people will say no, it's okay. Those people, I don't know if it's just because in their self they just don't want to owe the universe anything, but that's what I would generally do. So when I was doing the shopping, he literally just had, I think, biscuits, and they were only £1. This was not even like back then where it was like £5. It was just £1. So I said to him, oh, you can go before me. But as I was saying that to him, the cashier had already scanned a few of my items. So I was like, oh wow, you've already started. I said I was going to let him go in front. But, she was just saying, she's like literally nothing. Like she started, so she's going to finish. So I said to him, oh, I've got those same biscuits, so you can just give me the £1 and then I will pay for it. And then he said to me, oh, I was paying with card. So obviously my stuff's been scanned, and if he has to wait to pay with a card, it defeats the whole point. So then I said to him, look, it's okay, I'll pay for it. Oh, are you sure? I said, yeah, but he was so shocked. Like, okay, maybe I'm just gullible, maybe I'm being naive, but, when they say there are still good people left in the world, I do believe that's true. There are still good people left in the world. And he stood there for a while, like, absolutely shocked. I mean, we're going through a cost of living crisis, but I took it. I said to him, yeah. And you know what I said to him? I said, don't worry. I said, I'll probably see you again. I said, but, you know, maybe I might be in need that day. I said, so don't give me back the money. Just remember my face. And he just looked at me, even the cashier, you know, she sort of looked at me like, oh, raw. And it was real, because I've had an experience like that before, as I've just told you. And you just never know. So, you know, sometimes you do something to somebody, but then that same somebody might be the one walking past you that needs to spit on you when you're on fire. Like, let's think about that, literally. Okay, so these gels are absolutely gorgeous. And, you know, they are small, but you can see that you're going to get lots of use out of it. I mean, they retail at $21.95, and that's if you have no VIP. But obviously, if you use the 30% discount codes, you'll save 30%. If you already are a VIP member, then you are going to pay half the price for that. So awesome. And yeah. Okay, so we have swatched all 6. I'm going to put it over to this side. We will use, let's use the no wipe top coat and just give them a little shine. They are gorgeous though, really gorgeous. Yes. Okay, so I'm going to top coat these because it's definitely testimony for me. I believe that, you know, people, there are still genuine people in the world. Now, I don't still know where this woman worked. I don't know how she found me. I really don't. I mean, that if I have to elaborate on the story, I can actually say, I don't know. You know, but she told me she would give it back. So now I'm thinking about it. Maybe she lived in Blackheath. That's where I was at the time. Maybe she lived there. Maybe she commuted. Who knows? But they're the colors. Thank you everybody for watching. I hope you enjoyed this swatch video and mini story time. And again, as always, based on true events. That nail there was a swatch just to see if that foil could work. So please join me in the next video. I'm going to show you a quick little fun nailed it tutorial, I guess, that I saw on Pinterest. And thank you again, Madam Glam. These pudding gels are awesome, and this one is my absolute favorite, that warm peach. Okay guys, keep your bells on. I was going to say whistles, so you can catch me in the next one. Mama Does Nails is out. And please don't forget to subscribe if you aren't. Consider it at least, please. And give me a like if you did indeed like this video. Boo. No, not boo. Into the stars.